This is Russ. Now, you might be wondering why I'm stuck inside today. I had been riding my bike, right? Yeah, I was doing some range tests for Velotric. Remember that? Yeah, I still can't finish that. I'm stuck inside. It's been rainy for the last couple of days. Yeah, this whole weekend it's been rainy. I couldn't take the bike out. It was cold. Can't do it. Yeah. One of the other manufacturers of one of the bikes that came in asked me how things were going, and I had to tell them I only rode their bike one time, just as a quick test ride, but I'm stuck trying to finish this one thing off of Velotric, and yeah, I haven't gotten to these bikes yet. I feel bad, but I can't control the weather, unfortunately. That's just the way Chicago is. Hopefully it'll be better. Now, next week, we're heading off to Wisconsin, and my wife tells me that we have one day of good weather, and even that will be cold. That'll be on the first day we get there, and then it's going to rain for the next several days. So I think we're going to be stuck inside the hotel room the entire time. So we either do the entire ride on that one day, or we don't get any rides at all. And we've already paid for the hotel up there. So, yeah, that's Door County up in Wisconsin. But we did promise Magicycle we will put together some videos. So we're going to try our best to get to one of the state parks. But here's the sad part. The state park we wanted to go to doesn't allow e-bikes. That's the one park that doesn't allow it, and that's the one that's closest to where we will be. Of course. It's always like that. So now I have to find another state park to try to ride. And I think maybe the closest one might be about 40 minutes away from where we're staying. So yeah, it's turning into a disaster. Oh man, this whole year has been nothing but trouble for us for weather and trying to do things. I mean, I went out to California. It was cold in San Francisco area. We went out to Nevada to go to Las Vegas. It was cold there too. What's up with our weather? It's just totally messed up. So let me talk about some other things too. Now, the last videos we had, we kind of went off into various tangents. I think the last video that came out, I was talking about things that you might need and things you might not need. And basically it was a video really designed more for talking about, do you really need a 750 watt motor, or can you get by with a 500 or a lower wattage motor? What will happen if you have, a larger motor? Do you really need that? Are you going to eat into your range and all sorts of stuff? And you know what everyone else was talking about on the comments? Stopping. That topic never goes away, I'm telling you. Okay, I did bring it up in the beginning of the video. I mentioned about the stopping thing. And my wife says, stop talking about the stopping thing. I go, I just mentioned it. I didn't know it was going to turn into a whole discussion thing again. But I guess this is a topic that just won't go away. So let me say one more time, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna be doing the rolling stops. And some of you guys came to my defense and said, as long as you're safe, as long as there's no cars around there, yeah, you shouldn't probably have to stop. Okay, by the letter of the law, you stop. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one video where I'm gonna stop at every single stop sign just to show you what that feels like and looks like on video. And I think you'll agree, you'll probably want to turn it off. I'm going to take the street that has the most stop signs in the area. That's usually the first street I ride down, okay? And for those who are in the area, you know what street that is. Don't mention it. I don't want people knowing where it is, okay? But yeah, we have a stop sign literally every other street almost, okay? I'll do it at least at the beginning of that video just so you can see and feel what that feels like on a video. It will be boring because we'll ride up to it, we'll hit the stops, and then we'll sit there for the dedicated 3-second stop or so. Then we'll start the bike up again. You'll see how hard that really is, especially on that Class 1 bike, okay? But, others might feel, well, if you were riding a regular bike, you would have to do that too. Yeah, I wouldn't stop for that either. I would just kind of roll through it. If there's nobody there, physically, no people there, no cars there, no police there, right? Why should I stop? Really? But yeah, if you go by the law, yeah, you have to stop whether there's nobody there at all. Somebody had a good comment. They said, if a tree falls in the forest, does it really make a sound? Now, I don't know if it was he said it or somebody else said it, that it doesn't make a sound because you have to hear it to appreciate it as a sound. I think personally, I think it does make the sound, even if nobody's there to hear it, right? Anyway, we're just having fun with this, okay? And the same thing with the bike thing. I'm just having fun, and stopping fully at the stop signs kind of kills my fun. Yeah, and I think it would kill your video too. I think you wouldn't really enjoy watching me stop at every single stop sign. The best thing is to slow down as slow as you can. Look closely if there's absolutely nobody to the left and right. I mean, we see a bigger range of vision left and right when we're outside. We're not stuck inside a vehicle, with things like posts where your windshield is that blocks your view. You don't have that. You have a wide open view. You turn your head. There's no car there, no car here, nobody forward. You look in your rearview mirror, nobody behind you. Just go. So let's just stop with the stops, okay? No comments on that. Oh, here's another thing too. All right. We mentioned about the fact that if you put a thumbs down on my videos, it actually helps my videos. So, I said, yeah, I think we had one thumbs down. But, historically we had 3 thumbs down, right? Yeah, we got 3 thumbs down on that video, and every video since. So tell me that's not a coincidence. I think it's really 3 of the same people always hitting that thumbs down. I don't think they watch it. If they watched that video, they'd realize they'd be helping me. They'd stop the thumbs down, right? But the fact that after we even mentioned it, and we said it was 3 people, it's been 3 thumbs down every video since that video, and every video prior to that video. So tell me it's not the same people. It is the same people, right? It has to be. It's kind of funny. I kind of look forward to seeing it, quite frankly. But yeah, nobody really wants to see it. But yeah, I want to see what it looks like. I'm drying out here. Here, let's take a swig of water here. It's kind of tough to talk constantly without water. I'm burping on the microphone. Even when I'm riding the bike, sometimes you'll see me say, I got to get some water. And I'll just take the water bottle and drink some water. You have to. You're talking, and then, wind is hitting you and everything. So same thing happens here in the studio, when you're talking so much. And you kind of dry out. Yeah. And unless you put chapstick, I'm always licking my lips or doing something weird because things are just getting stuck in my teeth. That's why you see me make goofy faces sometimes on camera, because yeah, everything's drying out. So, all right, what else are we going to talk about? I wanted to say something else. Okay, we also talked about seat posts, right? And suspension seat posts. And somebody mentioned that they were surprised, not surprised, but I guess they were happy that I wasn't afraid to say that I like the suspension seat post, knowing full well that, I have like the Magicycle Deer, which has the rear suspension. And if you tell people that you like the suspension seat post, they may not buy the Deer. They may buy another bike and then buy a suspension seat post. That's okay. I mean, those who want a suspension seat post will buy a suspension seat post, and those who want a full suspension bike will buy a full suspension bike. It's just simple as that. I think everyone knows that. Even Magicycle, they sell this bike, but they also sell the suspension seat post. Go into their accessories section. You'll find that they actually sell the Sun Tour suspension seat post. I think is that a 30.4 or something? Check the specs on the Magicycle that you have. If you're thinking of buying a suspension seat post, it'll tell you in the specifications of the model that you bought what the diameter of the suspension seat post or the diameter of the seat post is that came with your bike. And then you need to make sure you buy that diameter of an extension seat post if you plan to buy one. So, and quite frankly, if you use that affiliate link within Magicycle too, don't just go straight to your site. Click on the link first. Go into my description of my videos. Click on my links that are there. Then it brings you to the site. And then if you do decide to buy the suspension seat post, I get a credit for that, and I appreciate it. All those things that you guys do have actually helped continue this channel. And while we're on the topic, I know there's a little advertising, but on occasion I'll mention do a subscription on a thing. We have passed 14,000. Yeah, we just recently passed 14,000. I think it was either Saturday night or Sunday morning, something like that. We passed it. So yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's hit 15,000 now. That's the new goal. I think we're at like 14,059 or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, we're moving forward. That's good. Thank you so much for that. And why do you need to hit the subscription? Is because this way YouTube knows that people like your videos, and then they help push the videos to more other people to watch the videos. Yeah. And every time you use that like button, or every time you put a comment, that helps push that video forward. So the biggest video that's ever been pushed is what I call my senior video. You guys all know about that. Many of you guys came because of that. That video has now had over 900 and something thousand video views. Yeah. Little bit more, we technically hit 1 million views, which then puts it into, I think they said you need at least 1 million views to be considered viral. But man, that was the longest viral. I mean, some channels do 1 million views like on the first week or two. This has been, almost 2 years. It's a slow viral. But I appreciate it because it's because of that video, many of the people found me and then continue to watch. So thank you for that. Yeah. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. That just helps push things forward. And it also gives YouTube an indication that you might want to watch another Russ is Right video. And so when those things come up as suggestions of videos for you to watch, you'll see a Russ is Right video will pop up whenever I make one. Yeah. If you don't hit the subscribe, then you take your best hope that maybe I'll run into a Russ is Right video. Maybe you won't, or maybe you'll miss them. See? So, and it doesn't cost you anything to hit subscribe. All you have to do is hit the button. Just say hit subscribe. That's it. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't hurt you anything. All it does is it suggests a Russ is Right video to you when the new one comes out. That's all it does. But it helps me a lot. So I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's go to 15,000 this time. Okay. All right. What else is new? Yeah. So anyway, 2 of the bikes that we were waiting on have already arrived. I have not touched it yet. I've ridden both bikes. I've already talked a little bit about the suspension seat posts that are on each bike. They both came in. They're good bikes. Yeah, overall, I'm happy with them. They'll probably be pretty good reviews. So I'll tell you that right off the bat. Nothing surprising to know about on the bikes. So one of them's really heavy, and that's because I put 3 batteries in it. Yeah, you'll want to watch that one. I don't know what their suggested weight of that bike was. Was it 70 pounds? Something, I don't know. Whatever it happened to be. I don't have the specs in front of me. But I reweighed that bike with all the stuff I put on it. It's about 120 pounds right now. It's really heavy. But the range, their stated range based on the 3 batteries I put in there, 200 miles. Now we know you got to be lightweight. You got to go on a straightforward path, no inclines. You hit the 200 miles. But the way I look at it is, even if I don't get 200, if I even get 50% of that, that's 100 miles. That's more than most people will ever ride their bike on a single ride. But remember too, I have taken my bike several times, 60 plus miles, because I went to the Botanic Garden, right? So I could theoretically don't even do anything, just ride the bike because it's got all these batteries already on it. Ride the bike there, ride around, do whatever I feel like doing, spend a day, come back, and I'll still have enough battery to get back. That was the whole point of it, right? So you want to watch for that one. And now a third bike has already been sent out to me. It's coming, I think, this week as well. I'm hoping it comes in this week, because if it shows up next week, I'm not around. I'm doing Wisconsin. But I'm pretty sure it'll be in sometime this week. So yeah, it's going to a dealer, and then the dealer is going to actually give it to me. So we have a local dealer who sells the brand. So anyway, those are the things that are coming up. Oh, and then I still have the KBO Flip. Remember that bike? Yeah, that was the bike that was given to me. I'm drying out again. Hold on. Okay. That was the bike that was given to me because some other YouTuber had asked for it, but then she found out she couldn't do it because she lives in her van, and the bike rack would have kind of been in the way of getting to the top of her van and everything. And so ultimately, they gave me her bike and also her rack, so I could transport bikes. But as we know, it's very similar to the Magicycle rack. In fact, it's the identical rack. It is. It just doesn't have the Magicycle name on it. Magicycle doesn't make it. They slap their name on there too. I think they all buy it from the same source, really. And so they gave that to me too. So I took it so that she didn't have to ship it all the way back, and then I have to do the review on that bike. I did already do part of that, but I held the video back because it's not complete. So I was just waiting for a good day I can finish the ride. But again, I told them that one might be the last of them because I promised these other companies first. So I have to do theirs first. Yeah. So yeah, little by little, we're getting there. And then the commitments to do this ride in Wisconsin, which is going to probably rain us out anyway. Oh, and one of the state parks will not allow e-bikes. Yeah, that was the one we wanted to use to go to, and we just found out that they won't allow you to bring an e-bike in there. So everything is coming up against us. So we'll find something. If we don't end up going to a state park there, we'll ride around the town. How's that? It's better than nothing. I mean, it would be a waste to spend several days up there just in the rain and not get any footage at all. So, I mean, if for some strange reason we get totally washed out there, then for Magicycle, we apologize for not being able to do it. But what are we to do? I mean, if the thing rains on you, what are you to do? And it's going to be cold up there. Wisconsin's colder because they're further north than the Chicago area. So it's kind of disappointing. Yeah, it really is. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping we'd have 3-4 days of good days so we can ride and do different things and see different things. But yeah, I mean, if it's going to rain the entire time, I'm not sure we can really do much of anything, as far as an e-bike is concerned. So, oh, somebody did ask me too, how are you going to charge these bikes? Because the hotel had actually said that you cannot bring your bike inside the hotel room. I called them and asked them, and they said, no, we don't want you bumping into the walls and bumping into the doorways with your bike, so we don't allow it in there. Then I asked her too about, well, what about charging my e-bike? She says, well, does the battery come off? I go, yeah. She goes, you can bring the battery in and charge it. I was kind of surprised about that because I thought that would have been the thing that she would have been concerned about, right? Because if we hear about the potential fires and everything like that, but she didn't. I don't think she either knew about it or they just didn't care. I can't see them not caring. But so anyway, what we plan to do is I'm going to bring the fireproof bags that Magicycle gave me, and then we will bring it in and put it in the bags when we charge it. So the thing is, if we only have one day to ride anyways, and it's really starting to look like that is going to be the case. It's going to be the first day we get there will be the only day we probably will be able to even ride a bike. Technically, I can ride it and not even charge it. Just wait until I get home and charge it. So I don't think it'll be a problem one way or the other. But I'm beginning to see that traveling with bikes and going to certain places you want to go to may be a problem because, like I said, the one state park we wanted to go to will not allow our e-bikes to be on there. Yeah, it outright states no e-bikes allowed. And any other regular bike is limited to a 15 mile per hour speed limit. Now, we would have maintained the 15 mile per hour speed limit with our bikes. It would have been no problem. We have 2 Jaguar Rundies. They can go faster than 15 miles an hour, but 15 miles an hour is fine. If you're in a new place, you want to see the environment around you, 15 miles an hour is fine. But they won't let any e-bikes on that state park. I don't know why. So the other state parks, they will. It's just the one that we need to go to, they won't. This is just our luck. So anyway, that's all I had to tell you guys today. I really had nothing else more to do because I'm not out riding today, and I wanted to have a video for you guys for what's today? Today's Tuesday. For Wednesday for you to see. Wednesday's supposed to be a little bit better out here. So, I mean, better meaning like 60 degrees. Still not perfect. But at least I should be able to get back onto the bike to try to finish up that ride for the Class 1 bike. And then once I'm done with that, then I can start with the other bikes. We should have some decent weather up through this weekend. And then next week, like I said, we'll be up in Wisconsin and be freezing up there again and rained on. All right. Anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button. Do not hit the down button, but you could if you wanted to, I guess, because it still helps me. But yeah, don't do it. Yeah, people were making jokes about doing it since I mentioned it. Yeah, don't do that. And then hit the subscribe button. Okay, that does help me. I want to see how fast we can get to 15. Oh, one last thing. I have noticed that the interest in the videos have increased dramatically in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, you look at your statistics, you can see it, which tells me people are getting ready to go out riding now, or maybe you're already riding. So that tells me that the e-bike season is picking up, and the interest in our videos are picking up again too. I'll talk to you guys next time.